need all this stuff even if I wanted to.
What's the rush?
I have to be at the dressmaker's at 6. She's fixing my formal for tonight.
Well, we'll both go over together.
Well, she only lives 3 blocks from me. You'd be bored.
What, me bored? Those dummies and I got a lot in common.
No boys allowed, only girls. Besides, you need the time to get ready yourself.
Well, I might take a shower.
Oh, I hope so. Yes, I think so.
Aren't you having anything to eat, Allison?
Rodney went out to get me something. Can I have a carrot, please?
You're welcome. Do you know you've changed?
I have. How?
Oh, now that you've become a woman of the world, you can see the wrinkles on your eyes. Next stop, old age and warm milk. The burnt-out hulks on the sea of life. It's not bad.
You've changed, too.
Oh, have I?
Oh,
How?
yes. You've got much mellower in your old age.
Oh, I've noticed it, too. But I hope you can make the transition as gracefully as I have.
The water's fine. Why don't you go on in?
Hi, Mr. Carson. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations to you. It was a fine speech Norman made.
Yeah, just can't keep him quiet today. About the other night.
Oh, yes. I had a little talk with Joe Chernak, and I think I got my point across.
Thank you. And thanks for not telling Norman.
With nothing to tell.
There's the captain of my ship now. Let's list a port. There's stormy seas ahead.
Excuse us.
Sure. Share the wealth.
Oh, no, thank you. Rodney's going to get me some.
How do you feel?
I feel fine.
Allison, I don't think you know how proud your mother and I are. You're just beautiful.
Thank you.
May I make a toast?
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know Norman is a tough act to follow. I think the time has come, as it does to all men, when for me to make a toast. So paper cups at the ready. Good. I had a little speech memorized for Allison, a few pat cliches to point her along the right road, but I can't remember any of them now. I think that all of us have been fulfilled in some way by Norman and Allison. And we thank them. But I think we'd like to ask them to do something else for us. Something that sounds simple, but it'll probably be the hardest thing they'll ever be asked to do. It's just this. Make the most of all the good things that you find in your life, but also learn how to use the adversities, the frustrations, and the defeats. Because once you know how to do that, you'll have something that time can never take away from you. I give you Norman and our daughter Allison. How you feeling?
Just fine.
You're not tired?
Not the slightest.
About any headaches or dizziness?
No, none. Only symptom I have is a sharp twinge of impatience.
Have a hunch it's chronic.
I'd say it was acute.
You slip out of there?
Yeah. Of course, it's nothing that can't be cured by my getting out of here. You are discharging me, aren't you?
I'm afraid not. I want to keep you here a little longer for observation.
Well, for how long?
Only a few days.
A few days. That's as good as saying a few years, Dr. Rossi. It just isn't possible.
Afraid it'll have to be. I want to run some further tests.
I've got no time for frills.
Dr. Markham, I have the results of your blood test. The hematocrit's pretty well up there.
How high?
62%.
Well, that's nothing to worry about.
Look, Dr. Markham.
You're forgetting where I've been the past 2 years, Doctor. It's normal for blood to get thick at high altitudes.
Taking that into consideration, it's still very high.
So are the Andes. Air is very thin. Oxygen is poor.
You've been down to sea level for quite a while.
For less than a week. Body hasn't had time to adjust.
Shall I make, please?
What for? To check my spleen?
Yes?
Go ahead. Won't prove anything, even if it's palpable.
And it is. Do you want to check me on that?
I'll take your word for it. This goes back to what I said earlier. My body hasn't had time to readjust.
All right, then let's give it time. Stay here for observation. If you're right, the hematocrit should begin to go down.
I'm not here on a vacation, Dr. Rossi. I took this trip purely on behalf of my medical mission.
Only going to take a few days.
Every day that I spend here is life or death to patients of mine.
Who's taking care of him now?
My colleagues, who are desperately understaffed, especially
Since your wife left?
Dr. Rossi. I am needed.
At the risk of your life.
That's very dramatic.
Doctor, untreated polycythemia is fatal. If you don't believe me, check it up in the textbook.
Only if it's rubra vera, which is your diagnosis, or a temporary condition caused by high altitude, which is mine.
I can't let you do this. I have to run further tests.
Well, that's very conscientious of you, Doctor. I appreciate it. But if I should be wrong, then I'll accept the full responsibility. There'll be no guilt on your part.
All right.
Dr. Rossi, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't mention any of this to my wife. No need to worry her.
Well, that's very considerate of you, Doctor, but it's a little impractical. Claire happens to be on the staff of the hospital. Now, she's bound to want to see the results of the test. I can't keep the answers from her.
Hey, Rita, wait up. Hey, wait. Was she going to say hello?
Hello. I'm in a hurry, Joe.
Well, where are you going?
Home.
Come on, I'll drive you.
No, I'd rather walk.
Yeah, I like your hair. You look great.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to return the compliment?
What do you want, Joe?
The chance to talk to you for 5 minutes without you playing hopscotch.
I don't have anything to say.
Well, then try listening. For 5 minutes, Rita. I mean, now, that's less than a minute for every month I've been gone. Come on, my car's right over here.
Let go of me, Joe.
Come on, Rita, only 5 minutes.
Let go of me, Joe.
Come on.
Let go, Joe.
Hey, it's a good thing I bumped into you. We're having a little blast at the shoreline tonight. It's going to be an awful drag without you.
Well, I can't, Joe. Really, I just can't.
You're doing it again.
What?
Playing hopscotch. Stand still, will you?
I have to get home.
Hey, you remember that day chased you all over the dock? Both of us laughing like a couple of loony birds. You almost jumped into the bay. I finally caught up with you down right at the edge of the pier. Remember? Oh, come on, Rita. It hasn't been that long, has it?
I don't want to talk anymore.
Hey, my 5 minutes aren't up.
Everything's changed, Joe.
Oh? Why? Because you opened a book? Because you traded one counter for another? Because you let some rich cream pup hold your hand instead of me?
Because I've changed.
Oh, really? Well, let's see. You look the same to me. I mean, underneath all that polish, I know you're still the same. So am I.
No, I have changed. I have.
Just like me, Rita. You're on the outside looking in.
No, I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna make something of my life. Just because you're...
Just because I'm what?
Nothing.
Or just because I know what I am?
I didn't mean that.
Sure you did. And you're right. See, I'm not gonna get caught in playing their game. You do that, you get hurt. And the more you play, the more you bleed. Because there's always somebody ready. Always somebody ready to remind you who you are and where you've been. Somebody waiting with a knife. And everybody's got to have somebody to spit on, and we're it.
Only 5 minutes. Come on, Rita.
I'm not gonna let you forget. I'm not gonna let you, hide what you are in that cardboard box. That's a very pretty dress, Rita. It's a real nice dress.
Oh, please, no.
Hey, Rod, come on. I gotta get ready, too.
It's all yours.
Thanks. You're being awful nice to me today.
You're being awfully nice to yourself.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well,
gotta give Rita credit, too.
I do.
Go ahead and finish up in the bathroom, Rod. You've earned the right to get dressed first. Go on. After all, how long does it take me to make myself beautiful?
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
He wanted me to get the divorce. He doesn't want anyone close to him, even in name.
I don't think I like it. Well, that's not fair. You met him twice under unfortunate circumstances.
He's too aggressive. He's too sure of himself.
Acting normal. That would be worse than death itself for the brave Dr. Markham.
I have work to do. Work to do!